Welcome back. Now we're talking tequila, and it goes so far beyond the lime, the salt, and the shot, right?
Shooting them back. Exactly, exactly. You know what that was? I know that people got sick in college, and what they did was they weren't drinking fabulous tequila, 100% agave. That's what you want.
It's so important because it's like a fine whiskey, really.
Right.
That experience, and speaking of experiences, you're quite the aficionado.
Oh, thanks.
This book is incredible. I learned so much about the process of tequila from you, and I think that it really put things in a different perspective.
Right. No, it's true. Well, it was really fun, I have to tell you, to research that book, too. You
bet.
can imagine. It was great. It's because I love tequila. I love a good margarita.
What's not to love about it? Let's make it.
Yeah, so you know that the margarita actually is what inspired my restaurant, Copita.
Absolutely. And congratulations, by the way.
Absolita?
Absolita. I did. I totally did.
It's cute. We have a new word.
We do. Absolita, and we can coin it. But Copita just won Best New Restaurant, right? Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on the cover of San Francisco Magazine, it's been great, it's been great. Yeah. Who would have ever thought? I'm gonna show you how to make a margarita because the reason that we started Copita was because with my partner, Larry Mindell, he said that it was his favorite cocktail, and I said, I make a great one. He said, no, mine's better, and we had a little competition, and mine won, I want you to know. And so I'm gonna show you how to make one.
Let's do this.
I just think that people make margaritas that are too sweet, and I don't like them sweet. So it's really basically 3 ingredients. I'm using 100% agave Blanco tequila. So I'm making 2 of them, one for me and one for you.
Please and thank you.
And I'm also using some lime juice. So I'm just using freshly squeezed lime juice. Don't get lime juice that's already squeezed for you. And I'm using about 2 ounces. For 2 drinks.
And this next part is really what I love, is what you use, because sometimes margaritas can kind of hit you here.
Exactly. You mean the sweetness. So we use agave nectar. And what I do is I take the agave nectar. For each drink, it's about 3/4 of an ounce. So I add that, but I also temper that with water. Wow. And I think people just add agave nectar and it gets a little bit too sweet. So same exact amount. So it's 2 ounces of the tequila, 1 ounce of the freshly squeezed lime juice, and 3/4 of an ounce, and 3/4 of an ounce. All right,
we're gonna
ice.
Pop a little ice in there, just a little bit more to mix it up. That's
top on.
Right.
And I've heard that you're like quite the shaker.
I am quite the shaker.
Let's see this action.
Make sure you have a good seal.
Yeah,
I trust you 150%,
really good.
So we want to make sure you have a good seal. And you're just going to shake until the edge of the cocktail glass, you can see this Boston shaker. It gets just a little bit frosty. You don't want to shake too much because then it'll dilute your drink.
Exactly. And you're just making it cold.
Now we'll get that off of there.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Look at that.
I'm excited. Now we also have another little treat, which is kind of fun. At Copita, what we do for our ice cubes is we make these big square ice cubes that almost fill the glass.
I think it's more interesting, and again, when you're drinking a really great liquor, you don't want to dilute it.
Right.
This melts a lot slower.
Right? That's exactly right. All right.
Let's pop this right into here.
Perfect.
There you go. That julep shaker will fit right on the top.
Great.
There you go.
You're gonna hold that with your finger, and then just pour right into the glass. Yum.
That looks...
Right. Oh, I can smell it. It smells so good.
I know. Didn't you say earlier it just smelled like your trip to Mexico?
It does. It does. Right? And I love just a thin slice of lime right on the top. Is that a beautiful drink?
That's gorgeous.
Well, you know what? We probably have to taste
to
see if we made a good
cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, that's the most.
Is that good?
It is. It's the most amazing margarita.
You're gonna have to make these at home.
You have to try this, but there's also another cocktail.
I know. This was kind of fun.
This is what I love about this drink is that you're infusing the tequila into fruit.
Yes.
I love it.
And in this case, we're using some pineapple. So this one's a little bit different. We're gonna put everything into the shaker. So we've got some pineapple chunks, like that. I've also got some freshly squeezed orange juice. Of course, a little bit more tequila. I'm using, once again, a Blanco.
Right.
Blanco is really great with anything acidic. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then also a little bit of lime juice and agave nectar. Well, we've got quite a full little shaker here.
We do.
There we go.
That's perfect. And actually, I'm gonna muddle it a little bit.
Since we have a lot, let's put it in the other and it'll be easier.
And then muddle and not muddle, like you don't have to totally crush the fruit. It's nice to just get that infusion because then the ice goes in. It's
gonna give that wonderful flavor. All right, a few ice cubes, and then we get to shake that drink. Actually, she gets to shake the drink again.
I'm a good shaker.
There you go.
Okay.
It'll be much easier.
Right on the top, again.
Exactly.
Now, just a little hit on it.
That's a great shaker, that Boston shaker.
Yeah, the Boston shaker's great. See, again, that's why it's important to make sure that you've got a really great seal on it so that it doesn't head over.
Right.
If you've got a lot in the glass, just give it a little shake like this. There you go. I'm going to actually flip it.
We're going to put some ice in those glasses.
I'll pass those over to you.
There you go.
I'm going to grab the strainer there. That'll do double duty. Right over the top. So, little garnish of pineapple.
Exactly.
There you go. And then here
and look who's arrived in time for the drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, you guys go ahead and toast. I'm going to get the fire.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'll get the fire started.
So these cocktails, of course, pair so beautifully with food. But another way to really explore that world of tequila is to have a tequila flight.
Exactly.
You can compare it side by side, right?
Now, what you see here is we have a Blanco and a Reposado, and you can tell the difference, especially because of the color. So Blanco is the tequila that comes right out of the still. It's not aged at all. And then when you it's also called Plata or silver. And then when you get to Reposado, that has been aged in oak barrels, and it takes on a little bit of the color, but also a little bit of flavor from the barrel. So what you're going to end up with is a tequila that's kind of butterscotch and caramel and really kind of vanilla in flavor. It's really delicious. And it means rested. So this is unaged. This has been aged for 3 months to 1 year. And then you can even go beyond that to have an añejo, which means old, and that's 1 to 3 years. And that's even more butterscotch. And these are sipping tequilas. These aren't belt back a shot. These are really sipping tequilas. So should we try?
I think we need
Let's try the Blanco first.
Okay.
And see what you think. Oh, the nose is beautiful. It reminds me, I think I'm in Mexico.
So when you get the nose, what are you smelling there? I mean, what kind of notes?
True agave.
Okay.
And if it's a good distiller, what you can taste really is the true expression of the agave. You really want to taste the plant, and that's I think. You're getting that in the Blanco. It's kind of green in flavor. That's the way I would describe it, but really, really delicious. And that, remember, is a 100% agave.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really delicious. We better taste the
I think we
Reposado and
should.
see. Now, put your nose up to that.
Yeah.
Boy, see that butterscotch?
That's nice.
Wow,
Isn't it?
that's amazing.
Oh, it's delicious. You don't want to just drink this back. You really do want to sip this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's so fun.
Joanne,
What
it
a
has
fun
been
time.
so much fun to have you
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you for sharing your food and your drinks and your ideas for entertaining. It's been just really great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And I know you're going to enjoy making some of these recipes at home. You'll find all of them in the June issue of the Everybody Cooks magazine, along with a whole lot more. So thanks for tuning in tonight and have a great summer. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.